The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Habit 1. Be proactive. Taking initiative and being responsible for your own actions and decisions. How we see the world shapes how we behave and the results we achieve. True effectiveness comes from a deep understanding of principles and values that guide our behavior. Paradigms shape our behavior. We see the world not as it is, but as we are, or as we are conditioned to see it. Principles guide our behavior. Principles are not practices. A practice is a specific activity or action. A principle is a fundamental truth that serves as the foundation for behavior. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind, setting clear goals and developing a clear vision of what you want to achieve. Set clear goals and develop a clear vision of what we want to achieve. To begin with the end in mind means to start with a clear understanding of your destination. It means to know where you're going so that you better understand where you are now and so that the steps you take are always in the right direction. The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. All things are created twice. There's a mental or first creation, and a physical or second creation to all things. Habit 3. Put first things first, prioritizing tasks and managing time effectively to accomplish what is most important. Time management is really a misnomer. The challenge is not to manage time, but to manage ourselves. The best way to spend your time is by doing those things that fall in the important but not urgent quadrant. Delegate and balance time. The essence of personal time management is for you to decide what your priorities are and then to organize your life around them. Habit 4. Think win-win. Collaborating with others to achieve mutual benefits and fostering an abundance mentality. Win-win is a frame of mind and heart that constantly seeks mutual benefit in all human interactions. We simply cannot afford the luxury of a win-lose mentality, not if we want to continue to progress. The abundance mentality, on the other hand, flows out of a deep inner sense of personal worth and security. It is the paradigm that there is plenty out there and enough to spare for everybody. Empathy is not sympathy. Sympathy is a form of agreement or judgment. Empathy, as I am using it, is a way of understanding another person from his or her own frame of reference. In order to achieve a win-win outcome, there are 5 interdependent character traits that are essential: integrity, maturity, a mentality of abundance, a mentality of mutual benefit, and a mindset of mutual respect. Habit 5. Seek first to understand. Then to be understood, listening and communicating effectively with others by seeking to understand their perspective before sharing your own. Most people do not listen with the intent to understand, they listen with the intent to reply. Empathic listening involves much more than registering, reflecting, or even understanding the words that are said. It involves getting in tune with the speaker's emotions and intent. The 4 levels of listening are ignoring, pretending, selective listening, and attentive listening. When you listen with empathy to another person, you give that person psychological air. And after that vital need is met, you can then focus on influencing or problem solving. If you're talking before the other person finishes, no matter how brilliant your comment, you are probably assuming you'll make an erroneous assumption. The 5 elements of empathic listening are receiving, interpreting, evaluating, responding, and remembering. Habit 6. Synergize. Working together with others in a creative and cooperative way to achieve shared goals. Synergy is the highest activity of life. It creates new untapped alternatives. It values and exploits the mental, emotional, and psychological differences between people. The essence of synergy is to value differences, to respect them, to build on strengths, to compensate for weaknesses. Synergy is possible only when you're interacting with others with a spirit of openness and adventure. A synergistic team is characterized by open communication, creative cooperation, and a commitment to continuously improve. The 4 levels of communication are mimic, pretend, ignore, and empathize. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. Continuously improving and renewing yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to achieve a sustainable, balanced lifestyle. Sharpen the saw means preserving and enhancing the greatest asset you have, you. Renewal is the process of taking care of the four dimensions of your nature: physical, mental, social, emotional, and spiritual. The importance of balance. To be effective, we must recognize that we have four parts: our body, our mind, our heart, and our spirit, and each part must be exercised regularly. The four basic human needs are to live, to love, to learn, and to leave a legacy. The importance of investing time in oneself. Most people are so busy trying to achieve success that they don't take time to invest in themselves. But true success comes from taking the time to sharpen the saw.